Hey guys, welcome to Falling For You, and good morning. I'm recording this quite early in the morning, but today is June 19th, and I thought I'd make this a special new game video in which I revisit a game that's been out for a little bit that I completed all the way, and it's receiving a free new update tomorrow, and that game would be Luma Island, and the update would be pirate themed. Now, I had completed this game completely in 147 hours, give or take. And there were times where I could have done it quicker as I was learning how to figure things out, and then I really got in the rhythm how to do it. Now, before this game, I had never played games like Stardew Valley and stuff, so this was a brand new experience. And of course, in my opinion, this game takes aspects from all games like that and makes it completely better. With a swivel camera and even making it 3D. So let's get into what we're getting in the update. And then I'll even include a walk around in my world of what I've completed and everything. So let's get into it. Additionally, if you liked the video, please like and consider subscribing. We're getting closer to 200 subscriptions, which is awesome. Never thought we'd make it that far. And I'm always expanding my library in terms of games, but also what I want to upload on this channel besides just party animals. So as you've seen previously from videos like Mario Kart World, we're really, trying to branch out a little bit. But of course, leave your comments below of whether you like it, don't like it, what you thought of the content, and what I could improve on. Love hearing your comments, and of course having discussions down in the comments. And naturally, this game can be multiplayer, but it also is single player. I've always wanted to play it with friends, but never got the opportunity, including one of my best friends who I haven't heard from a while. Maybe with this update ringing around, I'll get to play with them. We'll never know, right? But let's get back into the update and see what we're getting tomorrow. So here we are on my Steam library page. As you can see, we are getting a free costume tomorrow, an explorer outfit, so that's pretty cool. And everyone's getting this for just owning the game prior to the update, so it looks pretty snazzy. You see a little preview of what the update will look like there. Let's scroll down and see some of the update news. So here's regarding the save transfer. Now they made two options. It originally was just going to be that you could only, restart, but now you're able to have option A of taking your stuff mostly with you, and you're getting everything refunded in terms of your tools and stuff, money that will be put into a chest. And then if you want to start completely over, you can start a brand new save. So I'm going to be taking everything from my completed world and putting it in a chest, but I will make a run of this completely by myself. So we'll see how that ends up going, because I do want to do it from start to finish once again. But here is the stuff that will be in the new update. As you can see, mini games, a lot of cool stuff, honestly. But we go to our achievements. I used to have all these done. I was really proud to get all these achievements done. And just so happens they added, I believe, 21. Let's get down here. The new achievements, 22. So 22 new achievements. And you can only view it by going to global. So here we'll go down here, click on all these hidden ones. A lot of them have to do with mini games, the new area, which is pretty cool that this is all for a free update. So pretty exciting. Curious if there will be another one. And of course, never know. Maybe there'll be a Luma Island 2 or something in that vein. As far as I know, this is the only game by this company, and I'm really looking forward to what they decide to do in the future. Because I think they really took all the best aspects of games we had growing up kind of like this and made it better. Endless inventory, it's just the way to go. However, let's hop into the game and see how much I accomplished. I have 354 days. Believe it took a little less to complete everything, but some of these days after I completed everything were just screwing around. So it does automatically save every time you leave the world, so you got that. But let's load into my world and see my farm that I'm saying goodbye to. Got quite a bit of stuff. Basically built everything. Have all the vegetables and fruits that I can have. And yeah, pretty much done everything, including collecting all the Lumas, building all the houses. So there's one of my big mansions. Got a car, got a bicycle, got an unfinished car. You can't really drive those. They just teleport you to town quicker, so you don't have to walk. But let's take a tour of my inventory. Literally got tons of items. I'm curious of which of these they'll let me actually take with me, because it did say most of your inventory would be taken with you, so we'll see what I end up losing and how much extra money I have, considering I have 130,000 already. and a lot of tokens to upgrade stuff. So, yeah, considering all that, would we just put into a little box and I get to start from scratch again? That'll be interesting. But here's all my little Lumas. A collection of a lot of things, like a My Little Pony and different things. And they help you find things in the ground. They give you a little thing they drop down that is pretty useful. Until you max it out and it proves to not be useful anymore, so I stopped feeding them. But here I am with one of my mango trees. You can harvest these and make recipes that you can end up selling. And you can make things like cakes, drinks, and different things. They progressively get more and more expensive for what you could sell them for, which I'm like, geez, people in Luma Island are pretty rich, because I sold a cake for like 130,000 or 100,000. Like, bro, no cake's worth that. Must taste amazing if it is. Yeah, pretty amazing prices. But here we are with my little upgrades. Let's take a tour around. As you can see, 360 scope. Love that. Been playing Stardew with my friends Sam and Ghost Kitty, and what I really miss is doing things like this. Like a 360 scope, it's 3D, endless inventory, don't have to worry about dying. Like, just so many good things. If Stardew made a new version that was kind of like that, maybe they'd have a better game, but I'm sorry, Luma's beat you, in my opinion. Even if the story might be a little better in terms of Stardew. I don't know, Stardew from the 2025 could be pretty good. I don't think they ever want to mess with that though. But hey, you never know. As you can see, my pumpkin, sunflowers, my wheat. We got everything here you can name to make something out of. Even got watermelons over there. These sprinklers are amazing. They're the second ones. But I tried to have some kind of like pattern here, because you really could just go on forever making this farm. And like, you can make everything symmetrical, but it's never going to fit perfectly. I've seen some people on YouTube have their communities build it together, which that'd be a really cool idea one day to happen. But I don't think this community ever would be that big. But you never know, maybe it'll grow. I most likely would want to do that with friends. I've never got the opportunity to, but I always thought it would be really cool to play this cozy game with at least one of my besties, or just a group of friends that were chill with. They never got around to getting it, and I ended up just soloing it myself, which was, you know, had to be done. It did get me through some of the sorrow, so to speak, of missing one of my best friends that I haven't talked to in a while. I really wanted to play it with them, but, you know, you can't force people to do things, and hopefully I end up, you know, re-establishing that friendship to where we can actually play things and hang out. But for now, we aren't, for whatever reason, and I'm respecting that and giving space. But this would have been a real cool game to play with them. And who knows, maybe the update will open an opportunity. If not with them, someone else. You never know. But regardless, I will be playing this alone on this version by myself. And we'll see if my next playthrough actually is any, you know, with more people. Because I do have a lot of knowledge to learn. And not really anything to do with it. So obviously if I play with someone new, I have a lot of knowledge to say, hey, don't do that. I wasted way too many hours doing it the wrong way. But here's some of the things I've done. I've collected all this stuff from the store, which are the blueprints. Collected all the books, so we have all the knowledge. Have all this unlocked, which means the tools are completely maxed, which in the new update they won't be maxed, so that'll be interesting. We unlocked the ability to have all the animals. So as you can see, all the animals, including the cow. We'll walk into town and talk to the man who gives us our jobs, which you gotta pay a fortune to learn those abilities and just be an apprentice, but ended up doing it. Let's go over here. He starts to talk to me about a cake, so use some cake. There we are. All the jobs completed. Let's go down the dock. We actually rebuilt this lighthouse, including some other things, since there was an earthquake that destroyed things. we'll go find out what that cause was. Not too much of a spoiler, but I'll show what it was without explaining the lore and everything. But there is the lighthouse that we have to end up rebuilding. Previously I showed the boat, I believe. I don't know if I include the clip, but the boat to go to in Jungle Island, which you could do stuff with hardwood and different things. Had to rebuild this dock, which took a lot of wood. Now we'll make our way to the center of town, which I had to rebuild some buildings. And build some buildings, like the general store, the pet store. Probably was another store. But let's go visit them. So pretty. You just get lost in here. So there's the general store. And there's the pet store up there. And made it so we could go up here to the mountains, which that was a pretty fun track. I'll go up here and just briefly look around. There is the mountain. Must have a killer view if we could see it. It's always foggy up here. But there we are. Now let's head back to town. And let's go view the thing that was causing a whole bunch of trouble. And you do have an ultimatum at the end of the game, whether you choose to do something, whether or not. Apparently there's only 1 or 2 ways to actually do anything with it, because, like, the way I chose ended up, you know, getting rid of it, so to speak. But then you got an reward for it that was kind of beneficial. Otherwise it just took more grinding. But look at this awesome little thing. It's just really cool when you unlock this, because you do a path all the way to this just walking, and you just keep looking at it the whole time. Like, it just keeps getting closer and closer with all this abyss and everything. This giant land just down here, nothing. Pretty ominous. It's actually a teleport now that I can use to go back and forth down there, but I decided I wanted to show you guys the view because it is pretty awesome. But there'll be a dude just standing here next to this giant rock, and he doesn't do anything now. But he used to talk and give me an ultimatum. And now he just stares at it. So I guess that's just what he's going to do for the rest of his life down here. Since I played the game. But let's go down and check him out. This is one of my favorite areas. Getting closer. Here we are. So there is the giant thing that has to do with Luma Island. For whatever reason, it shows me all this stuff. Kind of weird. But where is he? On the other side? Yeah, there he is. Hello, sir. You're just staring at this still. It's over, bro. Yeah. Well, he's just gonna admire it, I suppose. But let's make our way back. And if you've played this game before, what are you looking forward to in the new update? If you haven't, would you ever consider playing this game? Does it look like a cozy game you'd ever want to play with your friends? We've been out quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, but, you know, for a while. And I'll just briefly go over what the new update's going to show. All this new stuff, including 3 new difficulties. Considering the difficulty on this is kind of somewhat easy once you get used to it. It's kind of nice that they're bringing that back, because people were complaining about things like the spiders. You know, they just keep knocking out your inventory instead of killing you to respawn the mines. So, nice to try all 3 difficulties. I will have to really think about what difficulty I want to play on. I think I might just put it on Hero, which is the hardest, and see how we do. But yeah, all this new stuff. Probably make a series about it, so tune in tomorrow and we'll see what we end up getting and how I end up doing. Thank you guys for watching, and of course, see you in the next one.